Testing. 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 Shit, I forgot. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, audio seems fine. I forgot to change the thing. Come on. Okay. Batman time. So yeah. Hi, Kurojime desu. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm pretty tired today. Hit on everything. I just started the stream. I forgot. I don't test the stream beforehand. I just like to test it on stream for some reason. Because I'm that stupid. I don't know why, but So yeah. Oh god, why is it always taking so long? Come on. Come on. I know you wanna go. Okay. Hi. Kurojime desu. Okay, let's I'm gonna be playing Batman Telltale series again. I'm trying to finish on my series because I started like Yakuza 0, see Yakuza 0, Sniper 83, Sniper Ghost Warrior Contract 2, Runa, Beholder, and Telltale, and Apex. I started too many game series. I'm trying to finish. I'm trying to not open more games. Oh god, I eat something bad. So I'm gonna play Telltale today. Since I want something enjoyable and not stress me out. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's go. Let me slowly load up the game because I don't like to prepare for my stream like an idiot. So I keep forgetting to set this. Nope, 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 wrong one. Okay. Nope, wrong screen. Oh god. Alright, what the fuck happened to my game? Oh, here it is. They didn't have an icon for it for some reason on my Windows. Holy shit, I'm biting my mouth every time. Hey Fluffy. I'm biting my mouth a lot today for some reason. I keep messing up my own words. Yeah, I'm just so tired anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit, there's 5 episodes. Okay, let's start episode 2 and make myself not bite my mouth off. Oh wait, there's crowdplay. I should have turned that on. It's fine. Previously,
a revolution is knocking on Gotham's door.
I like this
When
guy,
this
but
whole
this
thing
is apparently
starts,
called Penguin.
make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham.
Give me a moment. Come on. Really? I didn't change the settings though. Wait, give me a moment. Kind of weird that it changes like the audio level. Even though I didn't never change the setting. Okay, wait. Is it better now? Or is it still like,
Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale.
Is it still loud?
Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes
Seriously,
from
what's my
Gotham's
biting
biggest
my mouth every
crime
time?
family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Oh, is the game being cool? Let me then just... Holy shit, my settings for OBS, my settings for mic currently, after changing it, is 13 dB decibels. My desktop audio is negative 6.7 decibels. Why do I keep biting my mouth? Okay, give me a moment. Lower a bit more. I don't know why, but
You know not to corner a wild
I
animal.
don't change my settings though, so I don't know what's causing it. So yeah, Batman. I still don't know how Batman has not even
This is
healed his
Selena.
scar for like, you know, the entire episode 1. See, the scratches is still there.
How many?
Okay, I'm biting my mouth.
I'd have to
I don't
count
know.
the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
Beat the shit out of him.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here.
Where's
including
Martha?
you.
I didn't kill her, even though I want to. I really want to.
It's the Waynes.
I somehow go with the
Well,
majority for
Waynes
some reason.
are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Oh no. Wayne's the gangsters. You have to be. Think about it. There's no way anyone will be that clean. Yeah, I know Telltale. I know, right? But to be fair, to me, I don't think there is any chance of anyone being a saint. So, there's always some dirt. There's no one that's perfect. So, for the Waynes, it's apparently being gangster. Probably not though. Probably make a deal with the gangsters to like not harm the area too much maybe or something like that. Why the hell are you just standing at alleyway? Oh wait, this is that place.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
Yeah. Damn. Crime alley. Who walks down an alley called Crime Alley? Really?
I thought I
Should-
might find you
You should
here.
have seen this coming then.
The news was upsetting for both of us.
But you were here. You
You
were
should
there in
see
the
this.
image.
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations
Oh, God, I
about his
shouldn't
ties
shake
to the
Falcone's
underworld.
hand.
This isn't going away. It's also public
be true.
and messy.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce.
He told you.
Maybe there never were. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades.
So you knew.
I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
I'm not corrupt.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
True. You're not at all.
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Never told.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you
No,
to
no,
know
no.
I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around
I like
your
Alfred.
father anymore.
Please don't be a
But
bastard.
then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did,
like Alfred.
everything I've ever done was out of love for you.
Oh, it's like Alfred.
I hope you can forgive me.
How could I
can't,
hold this
I can't say no
against
to
you?
Alfred.
You're all I've got, Alfred.
Dude, I can never say no
Thank
to
you.
Alfred.
I won't let you down again.
Thank you, Alfred.
This is the first time I've been back here
Yeah.
since that night.
He died like
When the police called me to collect you,
Fox
I thought
Superman.
they'd finally arrested your
Batman.
father. I
That's
couldn't
how good
believe
of
a
a person
low-life
he is.
thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and
Joe
kill Thomas Wayne.
So you
He was
guys already
simply
know
too
the
well
killer?
known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
Chill didn't know him.
Wouldn't Chill just run when he recognized him?
Well, it's a fair assumption.
But he didn't.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail.
It is your family's murders.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I
overlooked. Oh, yes, I can. Can I? Okay, wait. Come on. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to remember first? Sai Ellie, I guess.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Ask him why.
I only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
He's dead? He's supposed to be alive though. Okay, let's do the graffiti. Which kid wears a suit?
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I always wanted to be brave, just like him.
And you are.
Something
he would be so proud to see
like,
that you
the
took a different
Iron Man's
path.
father. I don't know why. Kinda looks like Iron Man's father for some. Either. Hey, look, Harvey Dent. Eddie Hill.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Just for him. Alright. But Joe Chill's supposed to be alive, if I recall. Dead now, so...
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gunfires.
And after that?
Darkness.
There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Hopefully. Oh? You gonna show it? Okay. Whatever.
Take whatever you want.
Universal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this.
So he was a hired killer. Okay, this continuity is different.
Don't Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Hit shot. Oh no, eye shot. Okay. That's fucked up, but... Grab. No. Okay, to make it feel like marking. Could have killed him.
Bruce, are you alright?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
You wanna bet it's Hill? I got a feeling it's Hill. Oh, Gordon. Mission to Gordon. I'm trying to pronounce this because I'm apparently biting my mouth every word now. I don't know why, but... Hey, Harvey. Is Harvey dead?
Getting you in to see Falcone like this?
I can't remember the names.
I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant.
This better not come back to bite us.
Well, I appreciate
Look,
it,
I
man.
get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind
They
support.
have my parents killed?
I'm not
So-
sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but
I like
just
Harvey.
try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen,
Hey,
we
got it.
finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew.
Some dirt.
I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
So you're the reason why I can beat him.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Rene Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Sorry, I can't tell the rank, so...
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's
Why?
lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside.
Let me guess.
Say
he's
what
gonna
you
be
gotta
dead.
say. We'll be out here.
He's gonna be dead. I enter the room. Why now did you show the what happened to? Oh? Damn, we should beat him up more. Hey, asshole. Children of Arkham. What does that mean?
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
Hey, old man. Got hell to pay.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
Talk.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around.
Asshole.
Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close.
Then who ordered the hit?
More than friends. More like cousins.
I do hear
Until
it chill.
you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh?
Shit.
The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family.
Yeah,
I thought
right.
you'd have figured that out by now.
Try to.
I tried to get through to you at Dent's party.
How about we family?
But you showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't
Oh
think through
shit.
it.
I punched the shit out of you.
Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Doing this for you. Hate you at the start, okay? Fine. I need you to talk.
For 40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd never know the whole story.
Yeah, that's only why I'm doing
How
this
much
for
of your parents do you have in you?
Don't push me.
Do not push me, Falcone.
I don't like you that
Apple
much.
didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne streak. Much better, kid.
It's more like I don't like
Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch.
Martha.
Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Took her from me.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
But you really think I hired Chill? Sure.
Then who did?
I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
But that means
Your
Harvey.
parents learned that the hard
Yeah, knew it. Did.
They're waiting for you in hell!
Shifty. No, don't do that shit, Gordon.
The bastard had to die!
Venom?
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go!
Someone
Go!
fled that. Hey, but at least all those Falcone noticed that. No longer appropriate. Did. F. GG. What's wrong with this lady though? Feel like it's a venom? Or like the fear toxin from Scarecrow? One of them.
We are in deep shit.
Shit.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest
Something
crime
was
lord
wrong with
in
her.
our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant
I'm thinking
justice for 1,000
Venom from,
unnamed
the one
victims. And now it is a PR
has
disaster.
Bane's name in it.
How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen,
Isn't
we
it
gotta
good,
get out in
though?
front of this. We gotta spin it
Technically.
as best we can. Issue a
You know,
statement
you-
saying that we have the shooter in custody.
We need to get our
Details
story
are still
straight
coming
first,
in,
man.
and we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need
Sorry,
the
Gordon.
whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Okay. Quickly. Waking up.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alright, Gordon. I like you, so I will definitely tell you. Batman time.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking
Definitely
into it,
poison,
but I'll need
so-
access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
There it is. Come on. Come on, you can't tell me.
Fresh
don't see
injection
that.
site. That doesn't look like blood.
Shit. Okay. Skin.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
What else?
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Really, I need a
Of course.
action for that?
I'll be in
Just
touch
swipe
as
the
soon as
code.
I have the results.
Hey, lady.
Where
You just
am
killed
I?
Falcone.
Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling
shot
something
someone.
terrible happened.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what?
I'd rather
No.
tell you the truth.
God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I
Bro, I
talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what.
Did you see anyone?
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
Damn it.
I don't think so.
Shit.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Oh no.
Cobblepot said something similar.
Oh no. I got a feeling it's Penguin.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, hey, don't worry about that now.
I found needle marks.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Our old friend. Hey. You're
what
gonna
are
tell
you
her
doing
you're
here?
Batman, right?
My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories.
I'm
About some
in a
kind
rush.
of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
I'm sorry.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been
where
back
did
there
you
when it
hear that?
happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house.
Maybe.
And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
No, I don't know what to say. Sorry. I don't know what to say.
Huh. Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
I'm trying to save someone, okay? I don't want to accuse anyone randomly. Especially when it's quite obvious that Sergeant did it on purpose. So yeah. Batcave. I still love that this car can transform.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
What is it?
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks.
Oh!
Let's see
I
what we
kinda
got.
expected that.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed
Maybe
that's
it's
how
not
he'd
his
meet his maker?
chemicals. But he's
Thrown in
working
his
for
sick
it.
bed, surrounded by police who were
There isn't
ordered to
justice.
protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this
With our own
was
hands
judge,
of
jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Not much.
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed
Someone to
reference
bring the
points on the two
balance.
compounds.
But who? Question.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
This one is more control.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
Okay, so definitely not testosterone. I keep biting my mouth.
Both
What the hell is wrong
compounds
with
seem
me?
stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses, the things they would otherwise control.
Your drones are
Like
in position
Batman
to
being
triangulate
uncontrollable
Cobblepot's
killer?
location.
Can you imagine? Batman. The Batman laughs. Ah, that would be awesome. Keep biting my mouth, holy shit. Alright, sure. I also have. Okay, let's see. Where will this be? Here? Oh, why can't I use my mouse for this? Oh, I'm guessing on the island.
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message.
Get our old friend. Continue search. Let's go. Okay, let's
Bring
go.
me her head!
Bring me a head? Okay, rapid. Okay, no. Right there.
Yeah, there you go. Been alright.
Wait,
Alright.
why is that distorted? Okay. Skyline. Oh, god damn it.
The Skyline Club.
Why are you
Jesus,
there?
didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Let's go beat the shit out of our old friend. Wait. Oh? No, wait, Tombstone in Marvel.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his
What is that?
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. My boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Stealthy approach, let's go. Okay. Take him down.
You lot, come check out this office.
Where is he? I don't know! Please!
Name's Blake. You can help me.
What is this guy?
Let him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased
I know
to
about
know you
drugs.
think so highly of their work.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die.
True.
Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
You went too
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go.
Nope.
How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? You're going to attack the mayor? That's not going to happen.
Attack? Absolutely not. Mayor Hill's role has been decided. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things.
I do like
Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
What are you calling?
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it.
Oh.
So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selina.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Seriously, what's wrong with you? What's right? I guess. Okay. Take a chair.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Okay, come on. You can fly. Grapple time. Grapple time. He's gonna break it. He's dead. Oh, he's gone. God damn it. He obviously didn't go through the door. He smashed the shit out of it.
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Okay, let's go. Eight. Okay. Attack that. Okay, where's the lead? Hey. Hey. I'm a rich boy in brown place.
You really think he'd show up here?
Okay, jukebox.
Oh, tunes for drinking, dancing, and fighting. Not necessarily in that order.
Alright. Bartender.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
You know Selina Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Well, these ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you? It is you. Knew it.
Who are you?
Cops take all your fancy clothes?
Yeah.
Are you trying to lay low?
Are you around?
Buy you a drink?
How about a few?
Sure.
It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
Better be an apology. You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Now he's...
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. You've got to be kidding me.
Seriously, how is he a penguin?
You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
What is together?
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
We grew up
I grew
together.
up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
Whatever Penguin is planning, innocent people will end up in the line of fire.
Innocence, not me. Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together? After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
Keep Harvey out of this. The less he knows, the safer he'll be.
I'm sure his safety is your paramount concern. You and I...
Right here now?
Get out of the way! Don't wreck my bar.
Hey.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selena Kyle, Penguin says hello.
The whole fight music.
Beat it. We're here for her. If you care about your own skin, you'll get the hell out.
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Damn. Hey, you're back. Oh. Oh shit. I thought I hit that. Okay. Okay, wait. Come on. Okay, kill. Easy. Nice. Oh, kill. What? Kill. No, wrong button. This one.
Not done yet.
Do this. Now you have copycat boots. How many? How did you go? Whack him. Come on, where's my finisher?
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Let's do this. Dual sticks. Come on, let's go. Come on, finish her. Finish blow. I mean, yeah, true.
You fight pretty good. You're such a pretty boy.
The whole point is that she's after like money and shit. So there's no reason for her to stay. But Penguin will definitely track her, so there's no point. She should really just
Come
stay.
on, this way.
Yeah, I know, right? Here, I'm gonna invite you to my car.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Why not just like, you know, say I'm a billionaire Bruce Wayne?
Negative. Let's check the other side.
Wow, that is not searching. You just like walk steps in the alley and just went out.
We're alone.
Are you gonna kiss? Kiss her. Nope.
Let's get out of here.
knew it. Kind of knew it. Sorry for the black eye, I guess.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Giving the heart away.
When will I see you again?
When you least expect it.
Alright.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Hey, you should give me back that. Where's my... Can you give me back my gravel?
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Oh, he's walked straight away. Should he use like escape first, you know?
Processing it now. Is everything alright? There are quite a few police cars convening
right
on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
You can't believe that,
the last
you know, the
voicemail is
Latino
his.
guy is actually
Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
What?
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
Hill is setting me up. Penguin's gonna take a shot at me. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
I'm kind of leaning towards Bruce because, you know, I keep Batman's reputation. Bruce? I hope... Wait, do I just get a suit instantly when I do this? Holy shit, put on the outfit quickly. Yeah, let's go with... Oops, I don't want to damage Batman's reputation just yet.
Going as Bruce is the smart choice.
Yeah, but I need to choose correctly, or else my options will be like, yeah. Isn't this... They haven't fixed this area yet? Like, what the hell? Mayor, you have tax money. You can definitely fix
Sorry,
the
mayor's busy. Do you have an appointment? The mayor's doing debate prep. He really can't be disturbed right now.
I was really hoping you'd be able to help me out. Who knows? Maybe I could return the favor one day.
I mean, it would be good.
It seems you do have an appointment, Mr. Wayne.
Dang.
Silly me.
I think that handsome face. Batman definitely can't do that.
Bruce Wayne? Finally, you've come to see me.
Hey,
of course, only after your name's been dragged through the mud. Don't get me wrong.
I'm here for
glad to see you.
This isn't a social call, Hill. I'm here for answers.
Well, well, straight to business. And I was going to have Deborah make you a martini.
Ooh.
Your father and I, we took this city and made it ours. Falcone too, rest his soul. We built everything we have. You were born with it. A young man like you wouldn't understand what it takes to rise to the top.
Oh, I understand. Very
He's
well.
doing this as Batman, so...
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Sounds like me.
It is you.
So, what's your point?
Well, I mean...
I take it you have one.
Easier to remember, maybe?
Or are you just fond of my
Why attack
tones?
Why attack me? Because of Dent and the campaign?
Please, I have no animosity towards you. I'm in Cobblepot's crosshairs, same as you.
But you fed them dirt on me.
Only the files I seized from Wayne Manor. Your father, Falcone, and I, we had ways of getting anything we wanted. How do you think your family got the land for Wayne Tower? Cobblepot wants retribution because we took his family's land. Oswald's family signed it over to us, along with the rest of their assets.
Even if that's true, it's no excuse for Cobblepot's crimes.
I quite agree. It doesn't hurt to understand your enemy's motives. There's so much more I could share. If only we were friends. I could help you deal with Penguin, let you in on some family history. But I'm caught in a dogfight for my political career, and my rival has bottomless pockets. Now, if that rival were to say, drop out, or his advertising spend were to dry up, I might have a lot more resources for helping a new friend.
Oh, I like Harvey so far. But I don't want to really... But if he will give me like backstory and stuff, then he... Not a chance? Sure. Okay, not a chance.
Not a chance, Hill. I'm not cutting Harvey loose.
Well, you dropped on your head. When the mayor of Gotham extends a hand, you take it.
I don't need your hand. Not with your voice on tape.
You forget who you're talking to. I'm the man that says I never left such and such a message. And all the judges bow their heads and say, yes, sir. I'm the man who sends the police to your house to take your things, and I give them to whoever I please.
Bruce,
you're nothing like your father. You'd never have the backbone to do what we did.
Should have just recorded what you just said.
I'm the heavyweight, Wayne, and you're punching above your weight. Get out of the ring before you get hurt.
The judges may bow, but the voters will burn you at the stake when I turn you in.
If that voicemail makes it to the papers, or anywhere else I don't like, I'll turn my commissioner loose on your lieutenant for that fiasco down at the precinct.
Gordon?
And then I'll turn him on you and Dent for being there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a debate to prep for. Get him out of here.
Whatever deal you made with Penguin, he won't honor it.
Don't worry about me. You should watch your own back.
You asshole. Alright. I'll play okay.
Alfred,
should just recorded
get a warning to Gordon. Tell him to increase security at the debate. Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Batman! Episode 2, I really feel like the story is ending, but there's 5 episodes. So. Hey Batman, Bruce, where is your nipples? The one that shows up in the nipples.
I wonder what else is on here.
What? Oh.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
Thanks, Gordon.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held.
Wow. Are you okay?
I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
Want the chairman. And Alfred, why are you leaving?
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making advice. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
Nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight in the Stack Deck Bar in Lewisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman who were seen in conversation with the assailants shortly before the fight.
No shit.
Gotham District
Joker's
Attorney
not even a
Harvey
thing
Dent
yet,
appears
so-
to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office. Despite the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
Okay, I don't really need this.
In other news, nobody goes to Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out. But police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Otisburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody while unconscious.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong. Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at what they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may have visitors. I have to get down there. Now.
Batman. I wonder how much he spent for his car. His car is probably like expensive as hell.
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Hey, Harvey.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up.
Harvey, listen to me. Your life is in danger.
Because of Penguin and his thugs? Thanks, but there is an army of security here. They have me in some back room until the debate begins. For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me.
It's not overkill, Harvey. It's a real...
Please. I need to get this off my chest. Look, Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but my advisors are telling me that I need to distance myself from you.
Oh, you dick.
Until all this mess with your family blows over.
That hurts, man.
Ouch, Harvey. Talk about a sucker punch.
What with the allegations in the press, and now this mess with Falcone, you're a liability. But here's the thing, Bruce. Without your money, I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat. I may have to trash you in public, but you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
Forget your campaign for a minute. The money won't matter if you're dead.
Yeah, well, until I am, it is still my primary concern. Listen, I hate to push you, but I need to know. Can I count on your money, Bruce?
Being a dick right now.
Whatever it takes to save Gotham. That's what we
Fine,
wanted.
I'll trust you.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Better than not. Yeah.
You don't know how much this means to me. To Gotham.
I'm gonna regret
I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face. I hope you can still watch the debate somewhere. No matter what I have to say tonight, remember. You are always my friend.
Harvey!
I'm gonna regret friending him on night. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Can we have like the power suit? Batman power armor?
Batman? Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
Penguin.
I'm glad I took a chance on this collaboration of ours. Keep on doing what you're doing, and the rest of Gotham will start to see you like I do. A hero.
Thanks, Gordon.
Hero is a lofty title. I hope I live up to it.
Could be tonight's the night to prove it.
We have bigger things to worry about right now. Your security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on them.
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here? She was part of that robbery at the mayor's office.
Really? You're gonna drag out that dead horse?
We're all on the same side, Jim.
This better not come back to bite me. Alpha Patrol, come in.
That, incident in the bar.
Yes.
Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back. I thought I'd repay the favor. You know, like you scratch my back, I cut some people up.
Hope for you, yeah.
Doing the right thing. Maybe there's hope for you yet.
Don't read too much into it. I'm just allergic to owing you anything.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Enough waiting. We're going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now, aren't you glad I'm here?
Yeah.
You have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly.
I like how all
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates, incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important for you, the citizens of Gotham, who will soon enter the polls to decide the future of your home, a city that's faced its share of hardships in recent years. Rising crime rates, income inequality,
it's not low, damn it.
On our streets. Candidates will tackle it all.
You soon be. Piece of shit. Look at that fence. Yes, packed. Smoke bombs. And like.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
There may be
Gordon,
slipping gas.
we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
God damn, sons
Sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business. Firing the moderator!
Told you, Hill.
I hate to be a downer, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head for the issues.
Casualties are inevitable. It's only a question of how many.
Inspiring. You really know how to pep a girl up.
I mean, it is gonna happen.
You'll do. Get out here. Keep it quiet back there.
Oh, great. We're gonna.
These guys are
pick
armed
the one
to the teeth.
only unique character out of them.
We need a new moderator.
Come on, you.
You there? Yes! You! Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates.
Hill.
Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Alright. I mean, you could have just, you know, installed sleeping gas on the oil making machines, but, you know. Okay, talk. Wait. Is there another one? Ooh, clear line of sight. No, wait. Oh shit, I have to choose, huh? Okay, wait. Ooh. Okay, you move. Okay. Nice.
Sounds fun.
Okay, while you do that, I can do you. Okay, let's take you. The stand. Okay, what's gonna happen here? Just whack him with... Okay, this guy. Gonna be a pain in the ass. What's this? Let's go with... Oh, you? Actually, let's go. So he can call for help. Okay. Play it out. Let's do this. You. Whack you in the legs. Slam you. Come on. Nice. Oh, you're moving. Slam the shit out of you. Hey.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My downtrodden brothers and sisters of Gotham.
Who are you?
You have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption that ruined your city.
Under this
For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
They knew this was too big for Oswald alone. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Smart. Let someone else do the dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures, chosen to
Go
lead.
on, love. You know what to do.
Okay, oh, go to the toxins. Okay. I wonder what's gonna happen to Harvey.
Show Gotham your true self.
Oh? Okay, I'm gonna be able
Show
to
them
control
what
them.
you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
First off, we should incinerate the pool.
Okay. What? The blue guy has super strength and endurance, I think. So you're gonna fight him. And what the wall has vents that huge?
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
Yeah, try. Okay. You try doing this, Ben.
And what about the corrupt elite? The men whose fortunes are built on corpses. Men like your friend,
Alright, let's...
Wayne. You're as
Okay, the blue guy is going out.
away from what you don't want to see. Roll the tape!
What the hell is this? Is that Hill?
Subject 9.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9. Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
What?
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you.
What the hell?
Drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want.
What the
Commence
hell?
the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
What the hell?
Now you know. Now you will see.
What the hell? Okay, save them, save them.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Alright, that's a good thing, I guess. Sorry, man, but...
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
Okay, let's stop there. What's the deal with him? Oh.
No, please, I'm not a man.
You could never.
Dodge.
That's all. Wait, not me.
Q is definitely gonna die.
I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
What?
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
I won't let you kill anyone else!
Damn.
Right, your turn, Dent.
Oh. Did. Now Batman is pissed. I think that will normally kill someone, so aren't you breaking a rule of
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up.
Batman!
Batman! The revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Your revolution is over, Penguin.
On the contrary, we're just getting started!
That is shitty. Alright. What the hell? Fuck, you're gonna make me choose, aren't you? I'm sorry. Big boner. I'm sorry, Harvey. Oh! Okay, I was right. He was Two-Face.
Hold your fire, damn it!
Well, Two-Face is gone now.
Harvey.
Where's the maniac in the mask? We need paramedics over here, now!
So he's pummeled with toxins and the burning of the face. Wait.
City Hall is in chaos after Mayor Hamilton Hill was confirmed dead.
While several members of the Children of Arkham have been arrested, the Penguin is still at large.
He won't be the same after this.
Shit. It's Two-Face now.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
Holy shit. Can they actually technically take your money away then? I don't know. Hey girl, how are you enjoying the $1 million so far? Nice. But will she have become Two-Face? If I didn't save her though.
Lawyers representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have opened your eyes.
Episode 2 finished, I think. And oh, okay, we eat. Okay, 70%. Yeah, probably. I didn't know so many people chose the same path as me. 70%. Yeah, true. Yep. Everyone got a kiss, I guess. That's almost 50-50, but Bruce is bald. Alright. I should try Batman, but it's fine.
Holy shit, 90%. 90% choose not redraw. Holy shit. Everyone just say Sabina. I mean, it's goddamn older. I mean, Honey's gotta win. Can never tell. Honey. Okay, wait. Just going to episode 3. Because I'm not.
Next time on Batman,
Okay, wait.
the Telltale series.
I know, right?
You may have saved me, but this isn't over. You don't know these people, Bruce.
Authorities are scrambling. The so-called Children of Arkham have the city in a frenzy, but there's still no sign of their masked leader. With Hill and Falcone dead by their hands, the question on everyone's lips is, who's next?
After that news about your father sending innocent people to Arkham, sounds like the whole city wants your head on a pike.
The Waynes have always run this company, but now they want to decide what your future at this company will be.
Do you really think Bruce Wayne is worth protecting?
Yes, this is him.
What do you want from me?
You know what I want.
A kiss?
No more hiding, not for anyone.
But don't worry, Bruce Wayne's finally gonna get what's coming to him.
Oh.
Bruce! Bruce!
Okay, I'm not gonna stop my stream, but... Yeah, I'm not gonna stop my stream yet, but I'm definitely gonna stop Batman. What's crossplay do? Oh, okay. Let me change the game. I don't want to... Because I don't want to one-shot finish this. Or could I? Actually, maybe one more episode. Yeah, maybe one more. Let's go. Gonna be probably beating my stream. It might beat my stream record for a longer stream.
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two. Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises.
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
I trust Alfred.
They're waiting for you in hell!
Then I just felt
Don't tell me Alfred is the final boss.
like I could do whatever I wanted.
That'd be terrible.
No guilt, no consequence.
Cobblepot wants retribution because we took his family's land. Your father, Falcone, and I, we had ways of getting anything we wanted. How do you think your family got the land for Wayne Tower?
Money.
But what would Harvey think? The two of us working together.
Oh god. Yeah, I think Buddy's gonna get jealous in game. Harvey's gonna get jealous and he's gonna become cute.
Let's get out of here.
He's gonna be.
Keep on doing what you're doing, and the rest of Gotham will start to see you like I do. A hero.
So sorry, ladies and gents. As you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program.
I can't skip that. Okay, fine. I mean, I don't really need a recap. You know, it just happened like 2 minutes.
We need a new moderator. You there?
do.
Yeah.
Get out here.
Thank you for volunteering.
My downtrodden brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham.
But Harvey. Press F. Yeah, I know. Oh, you're gonna visit Harvey now, I guess.
Harvey,
Mayor Dent.
I'm here with your girlfriend.
You know, I always assumed Harvey would win, but not like this.
Won by default. He's probably pissed he didn't get his landslide fair and square.
Hey,
Yeah.
Harvey's going to be okay.
You don't know that. I keep wondering. Why did you do it? Harvey needed you. Why save me? Harvey's your best friend. I'm nothing to you.
I need you as an ally.
So it all boils down to strategy then.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
don't
think
think I
about
can
that.
do this.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to see what... I just can't, okay? I have to go.
Harvey needs you right now. Do it for him.
I'm sorry, Bruce. I wish I could, but
You can.
it's my fault he's in there. I don't have anything to say to him that would make this better.
Oh,
Please,
God.
Bruce. Don't tell him I was here. I don't think he'd understand.
I'm gonna guess because of flowers.
Gotham is still reeling after last week's mayoral debate. With the drugging and subsequent murder of Mayor Hamilton Hill, Harvey Dent was left running unopposed. After a rather lackluster election, Mayor Dent was sworn in from his hospital
Hey,
bed.
Harvey.
Word is he's
Sorry
still
for not
recovering
saving
from
you.
major
Hey,
injuries
Bruce.
sustained at the event.
Hey, Harvey. Looking good.
Ah, jeez. Doesn't your charm have an off button?
Not that I found, no.
I haven't actually seen it yet. You've had me wrapped up this whole time. Numbed beyond belief. Maybe it's not that bad. I mean,
Yes.
my family, we heal quick.
You'll be alright.
Hey, I'm sure it'll heal up nicely. You'll have some scarring, but it won't be that bad.
Optimism, right? Scars are cool. Rugged. Manly.
Exactly.
Oh, what have you got there?
I brought you some flowers. Though I see I'm not the first.
Yeah, well, my mother and my secretary. Every sick boy's dream. One woman I thought would visit, or at least call, hasn't.
Especially,
Selena's been a
with
no-show. I thought she'd at least come by to congratulate me. Nothing else. Guess we weren't as close as I thought. Guess I can't blame
hear
her.
from her.
The way I look now.
Yeah, she's probably just busy, hasn't had a chance to come by yet. You'll hear from her.
Easy for you to be optimistic about women. Pretty sure no one ever loses Bruce Wayne's number. I am glad you're here, though. God, it's been infuriating. Just
Especially
sitting
the
here and having nothing but time to think about what happened. I wish I could make myself turn it off completely. Watching footage of the debate over and over. Look at me, preaching at what a great guy you are while I go and get my face bashed in. It's easy. Every news station is showing it.
Don't do this to yourself. There's nothing you can do to change what happened. Replaying that moment will only drive you crazy.
Yeah, I know that. But here I am.
Trust me. You need to stop.
I was helpless, Bruce. Helpless. Couldn't do anything. Penguin would have just beaten me to death right there in front of everyone. He wanted
I
to.
think it's better if you offer.
Hey, thanks. What they did to Hill, to the moderator, I have to live with that. But you heard them up there. The Penguin and that maniac on screen. This isn't over. I need to stay ahead of them. They're trying to cause discord.
Remember,
they're after me. They're not gonna rest until all the names are crossed off their list.
I can't just stand aside and let that happen. The Tonight speech, they'll know where I stand.
Wait, tonight? I thought you were supposed to be recovering.
My assistant is on her way to pick me up.
What?
With the election, I was able to talk the hospital into releasing me early. Not that they're too happy about it. All the doctors keep telling me to take it easy. But how can I? Well, stay in the chair, Mr. Dent. Don't overexert yourself, Mr. Dent.
Do what you need to do, Harvey. I know how important this election is to you.
Thanks. I'm glad to know that someone around here understands that. Come on, you do the same in my position. Which is why I won't even try to tell you to not look into those tapes. I know how much you loved your father, Bruce. You know, that debate was hard on you, too. Finding out your dad drugged Esther Cobblepot, Hill admitting to having both of them killed. It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just because I keep reliving it doesn't mean you want to.
This just proves that I never really knew him. He was just hiding who he really was.
I'm sorry. I know you'll pull through this. Look, I realize what a terrible friend I've been to you.
Yeah, you were.
I was so focused on the campaign. I thought distancing myself from you was the only option. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Harvey.
Thanks, Harvey. I appreciate that.
I'll make it up to you. What is that?
Batman symbol.
Coming from near the GCPD? That's one way to get the guy's attention.
Yes.
And look, I should get going, Harv.
What, already? What else do you have to do? My assistant won't be here for another hour.
It's Alfred.
Is he okay?
Yeah. He just needs to talk to me.
Sorry, yeah, of course, go ahead. And tell the old man I said hi.
Sorry, Harvey.
You rest up, Harv.
Thanks, Bruce.
You're gonna watch it again, aren't you? Yep, you would. Oh, damn it. Harvey, I tell you not to watch it anymore. Maybe I shouldn't pick a second option. Quite obvious that he's not.
Unit 6 in pursuit of suspects westbound on 15th Street.
Is it the Children of Arkham? Can you confirm?
Negative. They're taking shots at us whenever we get close.
Understood. Stay on them. We'll think of something.
A little help would be nice.
Hang in there, all right?
Oh, they knew we'd be there, Jim. We don't have enough officers to deal with this.
Batman, yeah.
Look, everyone's stretched thin. I'm doing what I can.
Hey.
I have to go.
Nice idea.
That light has a bat on it, Jim.
You give me a number to call, I'll rethink my methods. I'm just glad I got your attention. I didn't have a lot of options. So, here we are.
I'm impressed.
Not a bad idea. I'm impressed.
I have good ones every now and then. I'd rather have you arrested than come to you for help. But the truth is, we're desperate. I'm calling a truce. Just for tonight.
Bring me up to speed.
Not
right.
Every night?
Renee Montoya, one of my officers.
The one who tried to shoot me.
I know, but hear me out. She's trying to clear her name after those animals manipulated her into killing Falcone. She's supposed to be on leave, but she got a tip on the Children of Arkham's chemical stash, went rogue. She's out there alone, and I can't spare anyone to back her up. I told her to wait, but this is personal.
I could back her up.
We'll take down the Children of Arkham together.
That's what I like to hear. These Children of Arkham are everywhere all of a sudden. Where the hell they all come from? I never heard of them before. Then that debate.
Never mind how this began. We have to focus on ending it.
If you've got any bright ideas how to do that, I'm all ears.
Punch the shit out of them.
Gordon, this is Schultz. Over.
Gordon here.
We got a problem with the mayor, sir.
What happened? Is he okay?
I don't know. We lost him. He took off and left us behind.
Christ, one more crisis I can't deal with right now.
Die?
We've got to keep both Montoya and Dent safe.
Oh, Dent.
Somehow.
I'm on it.
I thought you meant the previous.
Always.
Yeah.
Launch the drones. I need eyes on the city.
Lucius has made some upgrades. I'll let him explain.
Who are you talking to? You got a whole team or something?
A friend who can help us.
That friend got a name?
All right, patching you through to R&D in Wayne Enterprises.
Batman, so listen. The first model was only equipped for visual surveillance, but seeing how you use them at the Skyline, I thought you'd need an audio feed as well. The microphones are incredibly sensitive. They can pick up sounds from up to 500 yards. In some cases, you'll even be able to hear through walls.
How do you know?
Like X-ray peering. Just what I needed. Thank you. Being one step ahead of Batman, it's kind of my job.
Thanks, man.
Any idea where they might be?
Montoya's car was spotted crossing the bridge to Arkham Island.
Alright.
Could be where the handoff is happening.
What about Dent?
Probably headed to his acceptance speech. We just left the hospital and we lost sight of him.
What the hell? Kind of what? Listen.
No, please, just leave it. It's not gonna get any better.
But you're bleeding.
Then let Gotham see it.
Is that?
No, I told you it's fine.
That car's been behind us since the hospital.
God, is this guy trying to drive us off the road? Oh, what the? Oh, damn it!
Did it. Okay, let's listen to you.
Barrels of this stuff to transfer. And not a big window to unload all of that. They said they wanted it done tonight, so it's gotta be done. You wanna argue with them? Be my guest. You just keep an eye out for that cop.
Nobody move! This is the police!
Get her!
Just did. Okay, one of them is definitely dying, so... Fluff, oh, Fluff, you're not here anymore. Why are you? I don't know, I can't tell. Well... she's definitely dead. Yeah, they're probably dead. Which one do you want though? I'm leaning towards Harvey then though. Since, you know, I do need to make up for, you know, not saving him the previous time, so... Okay, I'm just gonna go with that.
I'm headed over to Dent. Your guys are gonna have to handle Montoya.
I'll round up what officers I can. Gonna have to head out there myself, too. I know this is risky, Batman. Just be careful.
Oh, he's gone. I'm gonna save Dan.
Unit 6, requesting backup. Corner of 15th and Main. We got a major disturbance here. Several armed suspects on the loose.
I mean, I don't really care about that character that much anyway, so... I might just let her die. Unless it somehow turns to be a bad guy or something. Oh? Right there.
Hurry! Batman's on his way!
Relax. Be ready for him.
Listen, I don't want any trouble.
You're too late, Dent.
Let's save him. Fuck him. Oh wow, you wear a mask.
Get behind me, Deborah!
Nope, nope, nope. You aren't wrecking him.
You think I'm scared of you?
You should be scared.
You should be. Tell me where your leader is. What are you planning?
That all depends on you, Batman.
Don't make me hurt you. Start talking, and I'll hand you over to the police in one piece.
Go ahead. There's nothing the cops can do that we won't know about, including every time Gordon uses you as his errand boy.
Oh, so you do want to be harmed.
Everyone all right? Get the hell away from us. I'm the mayor now, and things are gonna change around here. Starting with people like you.
Bro,
this city is a battleground. Gotham does not need you taking matters into your own hands.
Okay, you'll be a good
I know you'll be a good mayor for Gotham. Yeah, well, no thanks to you. You left me for dead once before. You showed me where you stood back at the debate.
Hey, come on, let's go. I'll call us a cab.
This is my city now, not yours.
Come on, Dad.
Heads up. They got 3 black and whites headed for the handoff. Gordon's with them.
Come on, man. I just tried to save you. So I'm guessing we're going to the other side.
Alfred.
Are you alright?
Yeah, but they knew I was coming. They seemed to be getting info on the GCPD's whereabouts. Not sure how.
Why am I lagging?
I need an update on the construction site.
What the hell am I lagging?
Bringing it up now. Stay down! We're coming to you!
Okay,
Everybody take cover! You better get down there.
What the hell?
On my way.
What the hell am I lagging? Something breaking? I don't think my stuff is breaking. Why is it lagging? Someone's dead. No one questions that car.
He shouldn't have even been here, Lieutenant. I did this.
Shouting about it isn't gonna do him any good.
Sure could have used your help 10 minutes ago. Nice work.
Come on.
Just
Save the
stroll
mayor.
in to survey the damage.
I was out there saving the mayor's life.
I didn't know.
Tell me what happened.
They got away. Took one of our guys with them.
Why?
Say it. This is my fault. I followed them. I got ambushed. And now one of our own is stuck with those monsters.
You were trying to track down their drug shipment. Sure, things got messy, but that's not your fault. Your intentions were good.
I got the Force involved. Cost other people their lives. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Stop! You didn't.
Why is it
I'll make this right. I promise.
I don't think you are correct.
We got our asses handed to us.
They knew you were
You know,
coming.
normal DC,
How?
so you're
We've been
probably
using a
gonna
secure
die.
channel. You saying we got a leak? Gordon to command. Anyone there?
Command here. What is it, Gordon?
Turn that off.
What?
It's been compromised.
Command! Do you copy?
Okay.
I'm gonna look into this. I'll let you know what I find.
Change those channels. I thought there was a a spy that I could catch, but doesn't seem like it.
Bruce? The GCPD's been compromised. The children of Arkham were listening the whole time.
How?
That's what I'm going to find out. Alfred, I'm sending over evidence of some kind of encrypted communication signal.
It's coming up on my screen now, but I'm afraid it looks like a bunch of gibberish to me.
I need to go to Wayne Tower and look into this. Get me Lucius on the line.
Yes, right away. If the public finds out the police aren't able to communicate...
You want us to panic?
It'll cause a panic. Just what the children of Arkham want.
Mass chaos. That seems to be how the Penguin does business. I have Lucius on the line now.
Bruce, are you there? I'm looking at this data Alfred sent me. It's messy.
I have to know what the children of Arkham are doing. How fast can you decrypt?
It's a tough one, but I should have it cracked soon if you can meet me at Wayne Tower.
Alright.
Already on my way.
I mean, here's a RF nitro and jet just on the back. It's gonna take like a few seconds. Man, not teach. I got achievement for that, so. Oh, piss off at him, aren't they? Hey man, I'm just doing my job. Stop looking at me, piss off.
Almost there, Lucius.
I'll meet you down in the lab. Some aspects of the Children of Arkham surveillance are worrying.
Great.
Hey, lady.
Bruce.
Chairwoman.
I didn't think you'd be here. I used to look to Thomas for guidance in hard times. Must seem silly. After everything that's happened.
Yeah, I miss them too. Both of them.
I know. Every day, I wish your father was still with us. He was wise beyond his years. And Martha,
until,
she was such a delight to have around. I've been called in for an emergency board meeting.
I wasn't told about it.
You weren't invited, Bruce. You are the topic of discussion for the board. They want to decide what your future at this company will be.
What the hell?
Whether to dismiss you or not. You have to understand, Bruce. This company is bigger than any one individual.
There's nothing wrong.
We have to keep face. And after this scandal...
What my father... I'm not him, Regina. I would never compromise the lives of innocents for my own benefit.
I know that, Bruce. But you have to understand that what the public wants to hear isn't always what we want to hear. The whole city is watching to see what our next move is going to be.
Bruce, I've got something. You need to get down here. Now.
I worked with your parents for years, and neither of them gave any indication of foul play. How could you have ever known?
Bruce.
You're nothing like him, Bruce. We always build up the people closest to us.
Nice of you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Regina. Thank you.
I mean what I said before. Families like ours need to flock together. Perhaps now more than ever.
Ever?
I should head down. I don't want them to make a decision without me. I'll come find you after.
Thanks.
I'll be right down, Lucius.
I don't think it's smart. Don't have a Batman cave entrance right there. Because one day they're gonna like open up the secret compartments and shit. It is cool though. Yeah. Eye scanner. Go down. I really should remove those stitches. Keep getting. Oh, so it's not a bad cave. Alright.
It's good to hear she's still in your corner.
Spying on my conversations again?
Hey, I'm looking out for you. There have been whispers that the board was going to take action against you. If you lose the company, Batman will take a massive hit too. I know the cave is well equipped, but all of this is owned and paid for by the company.
I don't need to worry about the board. I've got plenty of money. We'll make do.
Plenty now, but still not enough for all of this.
Yeah,
right now, finding out how the children of Arkham are spying on the police is more important. What have you got?
It's Wayne Tech, Bruce.
What?
As you know, Wayne Enterprises is a telecommunications giant. If someone were to, say, build a backdoor into that tech...
You're telling me the children of Arkham hacked into the system?
So that's the thing. Do you want the good news or the bad news? You're not gonna like it.
No shortage of bad news lately. Might as well just pile more on.
Well, you see this back door they're using? I built it.
You? What are you talking about?
When your mission as Batman started, you needed a way to monitor the city. Well, this is how. I piggybacked Batman's surveillance onto Wayne Enterprises' signal.
If the children of Arkham have access to the same system, does that mean they know my identity?
It looks like they've only accessed the GCPD so far. Not a lot of activity otherwise.
I'll have Alfred warn Gordon. The GCPD needs to get rid of their Wayne Tech devices.
Smart move.
Good news. Tell Gordon to break his call. Anything Wayne Tech. Yeah, bad news.
I've encrypted our access. I can fortify it, but it's gonna take longer to force them out of the system. The question remains, how did the children of Arkham find out about the back door in the first place? They shouldn't have been able to find it. Not unless they knew what they were looking for. Whoever broke in certainly knew how to cover their tracks.
So maybe that's why.
When the cops raided the manor, they seized every computer belonging to Wayne Enterprises. Mayor Hill must have given them to the children of Arkham.
Trying to save himself, I'm sure. I'm gonna keep working on this Children of Arkham business.
Wait, what's the good
See if there's a
news?
way to shut down their access entirely.
We'd better lock this stuff down, just in case.
Wait.
So, anything new?
This is gonna take some time. Don't worry. I'll let you know when I find something.
I know, but what's the good news?
A new sticky bomb I developed. The signal is activated on the underside. Attach it wherever you need, then detonate it remotely with your gauntlet. Boom.
Nice.
Be careful. Those things pack a serious punch.
Why not just put it on people? Wait, what's this? Photograph.
Tiffany's really taking after you. And Luke, stubborn as always.
I think of what Gotham has become, and I think of them. They give me all the reason I need to work with Batman. He's the only one that will truly protect them.
And he will, Lucius. Always.
Thanks, Lucius.
Looks like another invaluable piece of Lucius Fox technology.
Alright, tape. Why would we...
I always wonder why you had a table that could hide itself. Guess it's coming in pretty handy now.
Trust me, it was much more paranoia than precaution.
Alright. Okay, let's look at this.
Thermal vision. You've been busy, haven't you, Lucius? Not sure I'll ever get the first one back from Selina.
Wonder if that's the only thing she stole.
Hot. Come on, what's this? Better rank? What's that? Why did you make that shape? Don't you think about it? You know, cause I know it's a shape of bear to symbolize, but isn't it kind of hard to draw?
Newly elected Mayor Harvey Dent gave a rousing speech late last night, refuting claims that the children of Arkham were gaining control in Gotham. Despite his run-in with the masked group on the way to the event, people are still hopeful that Mayor Dent can pull through on his campaign promises.
Who are the children of Arkham really fighting for? Who is Batman really protecting? Because it's not us. It's time that we, not masked vigilantes and violent fringe groups, fought for ourselves. I will fight every day for Gotham. And I ask that you join me. We are proud citizens of Gotham. And this is our city.
Next up, we speak to Commissioner Grogan regarding increased security measures citywide.
What is that? Okay, I need to look at a drone.
Ooh, what's this?
Something I'm still working on. Some new armament to assist you in the field. There's only so much you can do on your own.
What does it do?
But it's not really ready yet.
Wait, he has machine guns on it. I thought you were non-lethal. Oh, that's nice.
Looks like Regina's headed to my office. I should go.
And before you do...
Time drive?
Here. Get that back to the Bat computer. It'll install the added security measures.
Ooh.
You'll also have all the info I found on the Children of Arkham's activity within the system.
Thanks, Lucius.
Thanks, Lucius.
I've always got your back, Batman. Now get out of here. Regina doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Go back out. I mean, she's gonna see like a secret door open. So, I don't know what she's gonna think of that. But you need to manually change the thing? You manually change the thing, really?
Mr. Wayne,
Hey.
Open up.
Not lock. Okay, just come in.
I thought maybe you left.
Yeah, right.
Well, the board has voted.
And have they sent the chairwoman to wield the axe?
You're being asked to step down from your position as CEO. Effective immediately. At least until this whole mess gets cleaned up.
I get it. My name isn't great for business lately.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
It's not your fault.
I asked to slow all this down, but...
Thanks.
The press release is going out as we speak. There will be a public event in the morning where you will formally announce your resignation. I'm sorry, Bruce. I tried to fight for you. The board believes this is the only logical course of action.
I really appreciate you trying, Regina. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Our stock is tanking. The board is losing confidence. Wayne Enterprises needs a new face. They already had a candidate in mind. I thought it was... I was outvoted. Remember, he'd only be interim CEO. Just until this mess gets cleared up.
Let me guess.
And who would that be?
Wait.
Oswald
Oh my God.
Cobblepot.
Bruce, old boy. Good to see you
man.
again.
I just punched the shit out of you like you last episode, but
As you know, Oswald's parents were, well, victims of your father's actions. This company was built on the land he stole from the Cobblepot family.
Well, the board thought having me step in would be a good PR move.
What better way to show Gotham that
Okay,
Wayne
but he's
Enterprises
penguin,
is
so-
committed to righting the wrongs of the past?
Happy to help any way I can. People aren't much behind the Wayne name now. And considering that your parents stole
for
from
your
mine...
revolution.
I hear you've been keeping yourself pretty busy, Oswald. You sure you can handle this? I mean, wasn't there
right?
a revolution that you had to handle?
I'm a brilliant multitasker.
The board has complete confidence in Mr. Cobblepot. As his resume goes into great detail, his endeavors in England have been quite successful. Besides, the company basically runs itself at this point. The CEO is mostly a figurehead.
Yes.
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Well, then I guess congratulations are in order. It's nice to know you'll be the one trapped in this tiny office all day.
Oh, I'm sure it's bigger than it looks.
I'm afraid we need you to leave the building immediately. We'll have your personal effects sent to you.
What now?
Congratulations, Bruce. I couldn't be prouder of you. Alfred.
You definitely know he's
Oh,
Batman.
how sweet. Graduation present. Surely we could let him take this along.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, Bruce. Clumsy, clumsy. No wonder you're not being trusted with nice things anymore.
I'll call someone in to clean that up. It'll only take a minute.
Apologies, I don't know where my head was.
Probably halfway out the door, mate. No worries.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, that must be it. Careful clean that up, Oz. You might cut yourself.
Try to be a nice person to you, okay? You asshole.
Time to go, Bruce.
Yes, Bruce. Time to go. I have a little redecorating to do. Your taste is a little too discreet for me. I
Alright.
think that maybe I'll add a fish tank. A large one. Something
quiet.
exotic.
And not show any, Gonna be an asshole for some reason.
This way, Bruce.
Wow,
I'll have
man.
IT come set you up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Regina.
Okay. Now yes, like,
It happened, didn't it?
Yep.
They're out of their minds. They can't do this to you?
This isn't over yet, Lucius.
The entrance.
I took care of it.
We can't let anyone find out what's down there, Bruce. There are ways they could get in. You know that.
Keep an eye on it.
Think you can keep an eye on things while I'm gone?
I
I don't know.
Lucius, I need to know there's someone I can trust on the inside.
I'm here for you, Bruce. I've always been here for you, not them.
Always trust you.
If I stay, I'll have to stop working on our side project. That means no new tech, no repairs if you need them. I could keep an eye on things for you. Let you know what they're up to. Feed you what information I can. But I can't risk Cobblepot finding out what I'm up to.
No, Lucius, I need you to stay here.
But...
Sorry.
You're the only ally I have in this building. It's important. I need you to be my eyes and ears.
All right, I can do that.
Keep Oswald out of R&D. And let me know if anything comes up.
That.
Keep that drive safe.
Alright. And that also means you weren't actually working on your projects in real life. So actually you weren't technically working for free, I guess. Since
Bruce Wayne will speak on the issue at a press event tomorrow morning.
You're not
we'll
working
learn
at all.
more about his decision to step down. More on that in a moment.
I still can't believe it.
Which part?
I wish life were easier for you, Bruce.
I like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind easy for a change.
Someday.
With the children of Arkham accessing Wayne Tech, I have to figure out what their next move is.
Just drives.
Bring up a searchable network of all possible electronic traffic related to Wayne Enterprises. If the children of Arkham are in our system, all of this is potentially accessible.
All of this?
Lucius was very thorough. It means that they could have eyes and ears into almost everything in Gotham.
God.
Just like Batman. They had access to the GCPD, we know that. The real question is what else they'd be interested in. Filter for possible targets based on known Children of Arkham activity.
There's a lot of locations. Arkham Asylum.
Patients committed to Arkham going back 20 years.
A rather extensive list.
With my father's signature as the transferring doctor. Security footage.
These date back decades.
I've read the video at the debate. It's real. This is how they found their evidence. Something Hill did gave them access. At least now I know the truth.
Alright, let's call lesson 2.
No, Yes, I know it takes time.
The understatement of the century, considering I've got at least one of my guys in the ER.
Yes, just please let me know when it happens. The children of Arkham aren't going to wait on us.
I suppose I can understand the truth of that.
Harvey has no idea. It's impossible to tell if the children of Arkham have access to this, but if they do, any action he takes against them, they'll see coming.
Are you done here, sir?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, so I can either go with Harvey.
Gotham Courthouse. All public records pass through this place. Now look at this. Oswald's public record. None of this is right.
His whole criminal history doesn't exist as far as the rest of the world is concerned.
This must be what the board saw.
Not a blemish in sight.
Wonder if they've cleared out all the Wayne tech.
This is ridiculous, Gordon. Do you know how much all this equipment costs? We don't have the budget to replace it all.
It's a risk we've got to take, Commissioner. If the children of Arkham can hack into our systems, we're completely ineffective.
And you think going into situations completely blind is any better?
Considering the alternative, yes.
Sounds like they've got the situation under control.
Good. One less problem to deal with.
Okay, so we only have Harvey.
City Hall. Record of Gotham mayors.
Hill had been in office for so long, it's hard to remember a time when he wasn't mayor.
Look at this. Theodore Cobblepot. Deceased 2 weeks before the election.
Assassination? Okay, that's...
I've seen enough. I have to go warn Harvey. Keep an eye on this, Alfred, and have Lucius look into it as well. We need to find a way to lock them out.
You know, you can always just shut everything down.
Very good, sir.
Look at this transformation. Just transform into Ferrari instantly. Oh. Hey, change to Harvey, and you're finally fixing the walls. You're gonna use your pretty face now.
Welcome back, Mr. Wayne. You can go on in.
Hey.
I'm back. Yes, that's right. The bad kind. I'll need a rental in the meantime.
Hey, Harvey. Oh, he's not here.
Harvey?
Back here, Bruce. Take a seat. I'll be right out.
Worry over the boss, ain't he?
Not today. Stop. Come on, this has to stop.
I never got a chance to congratulate you. It was quite the acceptance speech.
Oh, yeah, thanks. I know you weren't thrilled about me getting back out there so soon, so I'm glad I didn't listen to you.
Well, that's as good as it's gonna get. You know, Bruce, I've been looking forward to this my entire career. The day Harvey Dent takes his official portrait as mayor of Gotham. And he looks like this.
Oh, he wish. Even Wayne is shocked.
I'm glad you survived the trip up here, Bruce. You want to tell me what's going on?
Wayne Tech.
I just found out Wayne Tech is compromised. The children of Arkham are using it to track the GCPD. You could be next.
But Wayne Tech is everywhere. If they can hack into it.
That's why they have to be stopped.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Bruce. Damn it! Those children of Arkham jumped me. God, it's only getting worse. And it's out of control. I can't stop it.
Well, Harvey, you drew attention to yourself with that speech. You need to be more careful.
And careful is what got us into this mess. Harvey Dent does everything by the book, to the letter of the law.
Yep, he's going
That isn't working. Sure it is. He's turning things around. Barely. Slowly. I'd like to see you do better. Watch me. Now are you gonna fix this mess? Simple.
Step out.
Harvey, snap out of it. We all need to snap out of it.
Yep. He's becoming Two-Face.
Sorry. Sorry about that, Bruce. Guess I got a little lost there. I'm probably not getting enough sleep these days.
Look, we're both under a lot of stress right now. We should be able to lean on each other.
Stronger together, right?
It's the only way.
Mr. Dent? The photographer's ready for you.
Thank you, Deborah. I'll be right out.
He's the only one that shows that face, huh? Two-Face is coming back here.
Please, Bruce. Don't tell anyone about this.
Alright.
If anyone finds out or thinks I'm not fit to be mayor,
your secret's safe with me, Harvey.
Thanks, Bruce. I owe you. Again. Again and again.
You always
See you
have
around,
to straighten
Bruce.
your ties. And every time you leave a room, enter a room. Okay, oh, I wanted to read that, but...
An interview with the Children of Arkham's leader.
Wait, what?
Wonder how Vicky managed to score that.
Wait a minute, what are you gonna do?
Bruce?
Have you seen today's copy of the Gazette?
It just arrived a moment ago. It seems Miss Vale has been talking to some very interesting people. People the Batman would like to find. Do you think she would be willing to help you? She may be the only lead we have on the Children of Arkham.
She's kind of mad at me.
Unlikely. I stonewalled her at the GCPD after Falcone was shot. I can't afford to waste time with Vicky. Let's offer her a chat with Batman.
Good idea, sir.
Can you scramble the line?
Right away.
Scramble the line?
Vale.
I saw your story in the Gazette this morning. I want to talk.
Who is this?
You know.
I think you know exactly who this is.
Batman.
Investigative journalism suits you.
How are you changing your voice?
I'd like to think so.
I've been meaning to thank you. What you did at the debate.
Batman changes voice.
Not sure I would have made it out of there otherwise.
Device.
I'd say I owe you one.
The helmet thing, but
meet me at sundown.
Doesn't have it now.
Cobblepot Park.
Deal.
Alright. Woo! Do you have not enough?
Strange place to meet.
Wasn't sure you were gonna show.
That was a fuck up job.
Gotta admit, part of me thought it was a prank call.
Right here.
There are safer options out there. Why here?
Seemed topical. So, Batman.
Okay.
I'll skip the obvious question. The Children of Arkham seem to be your latest target. We all know their methods are extreme, but what about their message? Their leader claims that Gotham's elite have been abusing their power, often at the expense of ordinary citizens. For the record, do you think there's any validity to what they're saying? In your opinion?
Turn the record off.
I don't want this conversation recorded.
I thought we were here for an interview.
Turn it off.
Fine.
Sorry,
Their message is picking up traction, especially since the interview.
I need to know everything they told you.
Does no one read anymore? It was a lot of posturing and grandiose monologuing, really. We're going to purge the city of corruption, sort of thing. Not great from an investigative standpoint, but the public will eat it up. Part of the job, you know? If that's the only reason you called me, you should really just read it yourself.
You gave them a platform to promote themselves. You're helping them get what they want.
What they want is an end to corruption. Something I've heard you claim to support as well. Unless that's all just a rumor.
Where did you meet? How did they contact you?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not selling out a source. Not even for Batman. The circumstances of that meeting are confidential. Just like this one. I'm sure you wouldn't want me telling everyone how to get a hold of you.
You're putting the safety of everyone in Gotham at risk.
Well, if you really care about the safety of Gotham, why aren't you looking at Bruce Wayne? I still want to believe he's a good guy too, but with the information that's surfaced, everyone's angry. Everyone wants him to answer for what his family did. Everyone. Except for you. Why haven't you gone after him yet? No way he just slipped under your radar. But so far, no action from you against him.
I'm not protecting Bruce Wayne.
Maybe not. But in this case, doing nothing sure sends a strong statement. Don't think people haven't noticed. I don't know if you have some connection with him. Maybe there's more to this story than I realize. But you can't ignore the facts. Whether he intended to or not, his family has been stealing from innocent people for years. So, what are you gonna do about it? What is Batman doing to protect them from Bruce Wayne? The people want to know.
There are bigger threats to Gotham out there. The Children of Arkham. I have to deal with them first.
You're doing what you think is right. I get it. Good luck with the Children of Arkham.
You're giving yes.
I'll be sure your message gets out.
No.
Please, Miss Vale. Think what you want about Bruce Wayne. Okay? But I need to find the Children of Arkham before they hurt anyone else.
You're right. You upheld your end. God, I could lose my job for this, but... Here. This is where we met for the interview. Just please, don't tell anyone I gave this to you.
Okay. enough, you're still helping them. Even though they just force you like jab to both of the mayors previously. So yeah, hydrate. Huh. I mean, you can always shout Mata.
Everything's dark, quiet.
Oh shit.
It's empty.
No sign of the children of Arkham. They may not have gone far. They should be there.
Not for the moment. Means I have time to see what they've been up to.
Just be careful. We don't want any surprises. I'll continue monitoring the drone feeds from here.
Thanks. Go and have a look around. There's a body here. Likely the work of the children of Arkham. I'm gonna look around, see what they've been up to.
Well, I'm gonna guess a toxin. So, come on, Batman, you can walk there.
He's been dead for a while from the looks of it. The officer that was taken from the construction site. Shot in the chest.
How terrible.
There's something else. This man's veins. They look like Montoya's veins after she was drugged, only they're so much worse. The same drug from the debate.
I feared we hadn't seen the last of it.
There's no puncture mark here. No entry point for an injection.
So, how did it get in his body?
The bullets, I guess?
He was shot dead center. Twice. Executed.
I suppose they no longer had need of a hostage.
Okay, so get a map.
They've been referencing the map. Whatever they're building must hinge on it somehow. This depot is pretty centrally located.
What is timer parts?
A detonation device, but it's disabled.
They must have intended to hook it up to something.
The timer is set for 27 minutes and 13 seconds.
From now?
The numbers aren't moving. Doesn't seem to be counting down yet. This is how they were timing their route. Alfred, what stations are within a 27-minute train ride from this depot?
Looking into the transportation database now. Sir, there's just one. Mercy Street Station.
It's one of the busiest places in the city. Thousands of people go in and out every hour.
You're gonna die. Let's try linking this. I don't know what they'll do, but...
I need to know what they're going to do with the drug. Exactly how they're planning on releasing it.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually part of it.
These barrels match the shrapnel that I found at the docks.
Okay, wait, let me break this. And do this. This should make more sense.
Mercy Street. But how are they planning to release it?
Okay, not that. Maybe it's this.
What exactly are they planning to release?
Okay, not that. What am I missing? Oh, I still have more area to move. Chemical. Okay, let's
Someone's been practicing chemistry. Something spilled here.
Look at those fancy hands.
This is the drug they've been using. Refined. It's the same as the one given to Montoya and Harvey.
Okay, ooh, that's a container. Fancy hands.
This solvent increases dermal permeability. Looks like they ran out of the absorbing agent.
Okay.
This train car has been modified.
How do you mean?
There's a chemical tank right there.
Clearly the holding tank. It's empty. For now. Looks like some kind of sprinkler system.
Doubtful they're planning to put out fires.
The train car is their delivery system.
Maximum coverage.
It is? This, I guess?
This wouldn't work. I need to know where their target is.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, I'm guessing this goes to the map.
The modified train car is going to be sent to Mercy Street Station.
And empty container. Look at this.
They're manufacturing the drug so that it can be absorbed through the skin.
Okay, this and this.
Traces of both chemicals here. The drug is being modified here. They're changing it. The drug. The children of Arkham must have found a way to weaponize it. With a drug that can absorb into skin, it will affect hundreds of people at once. They're loading the modified drug into the tanks on the train cars, dispersing it through the sprinklers. The timers are set to go off just as it rolls in over the crowds.
We are prepared to contain something of that scale. Releasing a drug like that in so populated an area would be devastating.
They could infect the entire city if they had enough. Thankfully, there wasn't enough of the chemical to mix with the rest of the stockpile of drugs.
There's a train coming. Take cover.
Yep, knew it. I don't think that's a problem, but right. Either.
If I'd known you were gonna make me lug this thing myself, I would have worn more comfortable shoes.
Just add it to the list of your mistakes. Must be why you didn't come through on your last assignment.
The hell? That woman, why are you here?
It's all here.
What?
Okay, you two. Get these mixed, loaded onto the train.
This way.
Their leader is here, with Catwoman.
Catwoman?
She's got more of that absorbing agent.
She must have a good reason for being there.
Probably. Give me a
Doesn't
closer.
sound like she's too happy to be here.
She might need your help.
We're done here, right?
Not yet.
No. There's no part 2 of this. I got what you wanted. I'm done.
You might as well come out, Batman. I know you're here.
No way. I did not bring him here. I honored our deal.
Oh, I know you did. But now, you're a loose end. Surrender! Unless you'd like to see firsthand what a critical dose looks like. She joined poor Esther Cobblepot. Death might be preferable.
I know what you have planned with the Skyrim. It's not going to happen.
Then killing you both will have to be a consolation prize.
Bro.
Thanks, Bats.
Gonna move it.
Train's ready. Move up.
Okay, punch the shit. Okay, nice. What? You didn't hit him that easily. Oh, guns. I have bulletproof. Wow. That's awesome. Hey. They're gonna hurt. Lost. Okay. Control.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I decide when this ends.
No, you don't. The hell?
You have to face the truth sometime, Batman. You can't protect Gotham from itself.
Sure, it's fine.
They lit the fire. We're just here to stoke the flames.
The people of Gotham are stronger than you think. They won't let this city fall into chaos.
You'd be surprised. Fear can be incredibly persuasive. Go on. Show me how you'll save your precious
Hey, Scarecrow?
Just...
Hey, Scarecrow? Okay, nice. Wow. Hey, Scarecrow. Okay, focus, come on.
So short-sighted.
Kill me, Daddy.
Batman! Catch!
Hey, thanks for that. I'm the knight. I am Batman. I guess. Thanks. A kiss?
Hang in there. Don't pass out on me.
You won't pass out yet.
Come on, bats.
Not moving? Oh. Yes.
Should have gone after.
Shut up. I'm gonna get you somewhere safe.
Hey.
Just stay with me.
Guessing that's actually Scarecrow. Selina.
I know. Come on.
You're gonna do it.
Stay here, okay? Just don't move.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you, Selina.
Don't thank me yet.
That's so delicious.
Shit. You're lucky you were wearing that suit. You know that was stupid, right?
Electrical shock.
Showing up at that train depot. Taking on their leader alone. Repeat after me, Bruce. I am not invincible, and painkillers do not solve the problem. You weren't gonna take them down on your own.
You want to talk?
You're one to talk.
I never pick a fight I can't win. I don't think you're getting very far with a shoulder like this.
Oh, great.
You can stay here until morning. Feel like I owe you anyway. That's twice now. You just keep adding things to my list, don't you?
Hey,
Selina.
I told you I don't like owing people. Probably best to lie low for now anyway. I don't want the children of Arkham finding this place. I had it handled, you know. With their leader. I had a plan.
I was there tracking the children of Arkham. I had no idea you'd be there.
Must have been quite the surprise.
Yeah, it was.
That was gonna be my ticket out of here. One last job to get the goons off my back. So much for that. Thanks again, Bats.
I'm sorry I messed things up for you back there.
I know. I'm used to it anyway. There's no such thing as a fresh start. Oh, look who's back.
Kitty.
Hey, little one.
I don't think she likes you. Okay, she really doesn't like you.
Hey, I promise I don't bite.
Yeah, but she does. Cut it out. This really hasn't been your week, has it?
You think? I lost my company, my reputation, and I find out my father was...
Just like everyone else. They've all got something to hide, Bruce. Every last one of them. Even the so-called good guys. There's always something.
I'm starting to see that for myself.
Even you have your secrets. Those things you hide from the world.
Oh, that's
I don't have any secrets from you.
You know, I have heard that 1,000 times. But you might be the first to actually mean it. You're a good man, Bruce. But good men don't lie with thieves. I know what I am. No noble intentions. Just the thrill of breaking what they say can't be broken. Knowing there's no safe I can't crack.
That's not all you are. I think that's just what you want people to believe.
You put a lot of faith in someone who doesn't deserve it. I've stolen from corrupt jerks like Hill, but I've taken plenty from good people, too. For what? Some shiny new toys and a crappy apartment on the edge of town?
Yeah.
The high is nice, but it wears off. Then you look around and see... nothing. So you get back out there. Try and chase that feeling down.
I like it here.
I think the place has charm.
What's charming about it? The leak in the ceiling or the dirty underwear on the floor?
It's not what I meant.
Got one.
I was hoping for something more than that.
Alright. Sure. Not even an option. Keep kissing. You're gonna do it, aren't you? Man, Fluffy, you coming back? Fluffy, you should be coming back.
Do I have to do all the work myself? Or are you gonna undo this for me?
Fluffy, don't me.
Let me help you.
It's what you do best, isn't it? Are you trying to tease me, Bats?
Is it working?
Nice bear. I knew it. I knew it happened. It always happens. Okay. I thought you were injured. But apparently not. You bad fuck the cat. When you did it, we both saw it.
Rise and shine.
Not yet. I'm starving.
Well, I guess that means I'm making breakfast.
Wow. You even know how to work a toaster, rich kid?
I am offended.
Aw, too bad. I think there might be bagels in the fridge. But definitely check expiration dates on anything before you think about putting it in your mouth.
You wouldn't check the expiration date?
Bruce?
Morning, Alfred.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried. I hadn't heard from you. I didn't know what happened.
Sorry, Alfred.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you, Alfred.
Well, I'm just glad you're okay. I always fear the day you don't come home, Bruce.
I know, Al.
Where are you, anyway?
Look at that six-pack.
I stayed at Selena's last night.
Oh. Well, that certainly explains it.
I really like her.
I'm sorry, are you smiling?
You can't tell if I'm smiling.
I know you, sir. While you're there, this might be a good opportunity to learn more about Miss Kyle. After all, we really don't know anything about her. See what you can find lying around. If she's trustworthy.
I trust her, Alfred. That's all I need to know.
If you're sure, at the very least, you can find that grapple gun of yours.
Right. That might be harder than you'd think. She doesn't share your love of organization.
Yes, well, I'll see you back at home, Bruce.
Shall. Let's look at
Scarlet Pimpernel, Much Ado About Nothing, Petrarca. Didn't take her for a romantic. What's this one? Oh, the Gita Govinda. That's academic. Pretty strong magnets on these things. Very lightweight, though. I could use something like this.
Put it back. I'm not gonna steal it.
Her cat eats like a queen while she's eating junk. She can afford to eat anywhere, and she still chooses Chinese takeout. That isn't even the good place.
And let's look at the stolen painting.
This was an exhibit at the Gotham Museum of Art. I helped raise the funds for it. Lucius even set up new security for the museum. How did she get in?
You don't have. Okay, let's make bagels. Let's make. Yeah.
Vacation spots are just marks on her burglary checklist.
Alright, what's in there? That's all you have? Really? Cream cheese.
At least she's got the essentials. It looks alright to me. Nothing growing, at least.
Right, hide your stuff, hide your stuff.
Harvey.
Hey, I brought breakfast. Can I come in?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Just for a minute. I really need to talk to you. If you want me to go, I'll go. But I have to get this out. Bruce? What,
Seriously.
What are you doing here?
Have a seat, Harvey.
No! I don't need to sit down. Bruce, tell me what is going on.
I just came by to check on Selena.
What, with your pants off?
Back off, Harvey.
Don't touch me! I thought I would come here and... So stupid! God, I should have known. I should have known that you would do this to me.
The hell?
None of it was real anyway. God, how could you ever think it was?
Harvey, I'm sorry.
For what? We have nothing to be sorry for. I don't answer to him, and neither do you.
He will not be able to protect you.
And I don't need him to. Just get out of here, Harvey.
What happens when the children of Arkham come for him? You think you won't get caught in the crossfire? You can't stop them! He can't.
Fine.
I may go down for what my father did, but I won't take her down with me. She'll be fine.
Ah, funny. Thinking you have a choice. Thinking you can save the people around you. Thinking you could do what Harvey couldn't!
Yep, Two-Face.
I'm sorry.
What the hell is going on with you?
Up until now, Harvey has been weak. He's been afraid.
Oh my god.
This is the monster they all know that you are. Embrace it. No. Oh god, this is what you wanted to see, isn't it, huh? The freak!
Harvey. All right, now you've got 2 seconds.
Or what? Harvey won't be pushed around anymore. No, he's gonna make them pay. Everyone who thought they could hurt him and get away with it. Starting with you. Both of you!
You're gonna pick that up.
I don't fight you.
Harvey, you are our friend. We don't want to fight you.
And what if I do?
Jesus, Harvey!
Of course, gotta be fair about this. Can't play favorites. They both deserve it, one way or another. How about we flip for it?
This isn't funny!
No, it really isn't.
Two-Face.
Bruce, looks like you're first.
God damn it, Harvey.
Selena. No! I don't want to hurt you. This isn't... They turned their backs on you.
Oh my god, there's a knife.
Harvey, put the knife down!
Selena!
He's gonna hurt someone. You know we can take him out. Have you lost your mind?
No. Harvey! You need to calm down.
What are you doing?
No going back now.
Come on, man. I don't want to fight you.
Come on, Harvey, that's enough.
I didn't really want to get it.
Oh, God. Please. I don't want to be alone, Bruce. Please, not with him. But I can't.
You're not alone.
I can't listen to him.
You're not alone. We're right here.
Okay, I am. My fault.
Harvey, don't.
Bruce, I don't think we can help him. Not on our own.
It's just me.
He's my friend, Selena. I'm not going to abandon him.
He needs professional help. Help you can't give him.
It's okay, Bruce. I'll go. I don't deserve your help. Go off with your tail between your legs. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Harvey!
So much for this place. I'm not gonna stick around and wait for him to come back. Thought it would be a while before I had to move again.
You don't need to be afraid of Harvey. You can handle him.
Yeah, because I really want to stay here wondering when he'll show up. If he'll be armed. If I'll be ready. No thanks. Yeah, that means you too. We won't go far.
You can come and stay at Queen's
Don't
Manor.
worry.
You should come stay with me.
I don't know.
There's plenty of space. Alfred could set up a guest room for you.
I'll think about it.
Great.
What was that about?
I'm supposed to announce my resignation at a press event today. Somehow try to appear happy that Oswald Cobblepot is taking my job.
Sounds like an opportunity.
How do you mean?
They screwed you out of your own company. You have all this information that could bring them down, and they're handing you a live mic. So use it.
Maybe you're right. This could be my chance to expose Oswald for who he really is. Let Gotham know he's a part of the Children of Arkham.
Exactly. You better get going. I've got some packing to do.
The offer still stands.
Sounding better and better by the minute.
Let's come. Gonna be sexy. Live mic? Time to announce everything. I mean, you are firing him without him. Alright. Time to enjoy the press conference.
I'm sorry about all this, Bruce. We've prepared a brief damage control statement to make this easier. After I introduce you, all you'll have to do is read what's on the teleprompter.
And then I can take it from there. Got my little coronation speech just waiting.
Thank you for being so cooperative about all this, Bruce. It really is for the best.
For everyone, really.
I know it's unfair to ask this of you, but please. Right now, your reputation, your entire legacy, depends on your cooperation. Get through today, and I can help you. I can convince the board to bring you back. It might not be CEO, but it will be something.
Of course, Regina. Whatever I can do to help.
That's good, Bruce. Trust us to sort this all out. Everything will be fine.
Already then, we are going to make quite a splash today, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to forget this day. Beautiful weather, corporate intrigue, a well-deserved comeuppance.
Happy to be here too, Oz.
Really?
Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate you being such a professional. It's time. Bruce, I'm going to introduce you and then you're on.
All
Please, stick to the teleprompter.
Oh,
Good morning, everyone. And thank you for being here. Wayne Enterprises has always taken its role in the community very seriously.
Isn't it funny? How everything I said to you in the park has come true. Me, taking everything that's yours. And that's not even a punchline. No, dear. Not even close. No one's gonna follow you around and take pictures now. It'd almost be sad if you were so bloody handsome.
The Children of Arkham handed you this coup, Oswald. You didn't earn any of it.
Who cares? It never really matters how a king comes to sit on his throne, Bruce. The only thing that matters is that it's his bum warm in the chair. This is just a first step towards making things right. Soon enough, it'll be Cobblepot Industries, Cobblepot Medical, and Cobblepot Tech on tops of buildings, and you, Waynes, will be what you should have been all along. A forgotten footnote. Cobblepot will come to mean the future of Gotham.
What happens to my company is up to the board. I think you're a little deluded about the type of power you're gonna have.
All in good time, all in good time. It's amazing the sort of patience I've developed over the years. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did some digging, and you know how old Hill admitted he had your mom and dad killed? I found out why he did it. Oh yeah, and I'll tell you the story, but only if you say, pretty please. It's quite the page, Turner. I'm sure you're just dying to hear it.
I don't need to know why. Hill had them killed. That's all that matters.
Well, I certainly didn't expect that. But suit yourself. Now you'll never know what part your mum played in it.
And now, Bruce Wayne would like to say a few words.
Remember, enjoy yourself, Bruce. After all, you never know how much time you really have left.
Oh, I will. Where is it?
I'm stepping down from my position as CEO of Wayne Enterprises. But I am not doing so voluntarily. The board of Wayne Enterprises has voted me out. At a meeting I was not invited to attend.
I'm gonna have fun with this.
I know what my father did. I know how much he hurt you. But I am nothing like him. His actions are his own.
Stop trying to save face.
I
worry for the future of Wayne Enterprises. The decisions made in the next few days will be critical in shaping what that future will be.
Careful, Bruce.
I am fun doing this.
My replacement, Oswald Cobblepot, is a member of the Children of Arkham. They control his every move.
Security!
I'm fun.
Step back, Mr. Wayne.
That was quite a show you put on, Bruce.
My apologies, folks. Please forgive me, Mr. Wayne. Everyone. I, for one, completely understand his behavior today.
Nice statement. The press seemed to eat it up. I rather enjoyed it myself.
I did what I felt was right.
Yeah, well, someone has to. I just didn't think it'd be you.
It's not an easy thing.
It's fun.
Dropped your pen.
That's not...
Your very self being taken over by another. I should know. I'm sure
You feel that? That's the drug taking hold of you.
You're with the Children of Arkham.
No, I am the Children of Arkham. I think it's time you knew my real name. I am. And you already know the Penguin. Look at him up there, taking everything that should belong to you. Mocking you, the smug, insignificant bastard. He thinks he can get away with it. Because none of them know who he really is. They wouldn't believe you if you told them.
And if we could just get one more round of applause for our friend, the man of the hour, Bruce Wayne. Ouch, someone's a little touchy, it seems.
It would be so easy to get rid of him.
No, it will be.
Deliver justice.
Oh, you dick. What the fuck did you just do? Okay, oh wow. Okay, 39. Heck. Okay. Okay, yes. Go, keep our composure. Oh, so many of us keep us just to stay. Hey. Expected. Yeah, I tried to not attack him. What's gonna happen next on the next episode?
After his shocking and atrocious display of violence towards Oswald Cobblepot and members of the press, Bruce Wayne has demonstrated a clear lack of mental stability. That is why, regrettably, I made the decision to have my old friend hospitalized in Arkham Asylum. Batman, the Children of Arkham, the Penguin. Doesn't Gotham already have enough deranged criminals terrorizing its streets?
Oh, you fucking asshole.
I believe that Gotham's citizens deserve to be safe. That they deserve to be protected.
Ready to kill.
Even if that means I have to do it myself.
With the Children of Arkham out in full force, we need him now more than ever. Where is Batman?
Oh, damn it. Okay, so thank you for watching my stream. I'm gonna end it here, so... No, wait, just give me a moment. I know there's like 2 people and best, so but I'm gonna try to find someone to raid. Let's see, who's gonna raid today? Okay, wait, give me a moment, Is there anyone I know? They're streaming. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh. Okay, I guess. Give me a moment. Cause, you know, I can't find anyone to raid, so I'm just gonna find one random person on my follow list. Why not, right? So thank you all for watching my stream. Especially the Fluffy. Thanks for coming to make my stream more enjoyable and not me speaking only, and having like friends to help me with this. So yeah, good. Downey. Okay, let's go raid Artie, shall we? Yes, so I'm ready. I'm ready to leave. Come on. Leave with one person.
Oh, fucking, I hate Mirage.
Let's go. Bye. Bye, guys.
Oh,
Bye, guys.
that
Bye,
shot,
guys.
that
Bye,
was
guys.
awful.
Watch out,
Blood
Revenant
as well. Yeah, they're both dead. Oh, they're both, you know. Kuro, thank you for the raid. How you doing? How was your stream? Very low. Yeah.
Come on, Kami, let's go.
What fired me up earlier?
Bye, guys. Enjoy the raid. And up. Bye.